So this lesson is on dot plots, and I'll create a different video for mean and median. But dot plots are similar to histograms in the sense that they help us to see patterns in data. The only difference is that a dot plot has a value at each of the specific data points that were collected, instead of having like in the histograms where they have the different intervals. So let's look at this example here. 20 students were selected to measure the length of the east hallway. 2 marks were made on the hallway's floor, one at the front of the hallway and one at the end of the hallway. Each student was given a meter stick. The students were asked to use their meter sticks to determine the length between the marks to the nearest tenth of a meter. The results are recorded below. So here's all of our results, all down here, right in this area. Those are all the values that the students recorded. So the question asks, why would the same hallway have different reported measures of length? Well, there's different people measuring, so there's just human error. That's really all it is human error. So not everybody's going to have the exact same measurement, so you can't have a perfect measurement every time. What measures the length of the hallway do you think are the most accurate from the data? Well, it's hard to just judge just by looking at the data, but if you notice, if we go and look along here and look, there's this huge section here of 8.5. There's 5 of them. And there's not another number, even if we continue on, that has more numbers than 8.5. So that's going to be our sort of guesstimate or our estimate. So there's probably 8.5, and because that has the most frequent. So it comes up most frequently. 8.5 happens most frequently. All right, so onto our dot plot. So it says make a dot plot of the data above data set. So if we go back up here, there's our data. We need to now chart this on our dot plot here. So here's our number line. They've set it up so that there's a data point for each number from 8.2, which is the lowest, all the way up to 8.9, which is the highest. So let's go through and dot plot and make sure that when we again cross off the number when we count it. So 8.2, there's our dot. 8.3, and again cross them off because you don't want to accidentally mark it more than once, because then your pattern's going to be off, and it's going to look a little bit different than what it really should, and then you might make come to some conclusions that might not be totally accurate. All right, so 8.5s, we got our 8.6s, and as you get towards the end of your data, you're going to start noticing some patterns, and we can sort of make conclusions based on those patterns. Alright, so we're almost done. Our last 2. Alright, so if we look at this dot plot here, you can sort of notice the shape is like that bell curve, or that standardized curve, which means we don't have any skew one way or the other. So there's our dot plot, which there's some outliers over here. Some 8.2, there's only 1. 8.9, there's only 2. But right here in the middle, that's where we see a big pattern. There's a ton of measurements right around between 8.4 and 8.6. So this is probably going to be our sort of average. So look for my next video, and I'll talk about mean and median in that one. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.